My content is for 13 and up or adult collectors of the product. We finally get to see Hasbro's Ultimate VALTRYEK, and and then after the intro rolls. Hello everyone, so for this video, we're going to be taking a look at Ultimate EVO VALTRYEK, and before we continue with this video, subscribe to the channel with bell notifications on, and we're going to jump right into it and kind of go over. Now the pictures are not HD, just so we are clear. We had to try to upscale and whatever, but they are pictures, that's the most I can say. So now that we have the actual images here, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. So we have the thing right here, right? A little low res. It is legit because we did try to match the the numbers on actual listings, and it does seem right. Yeah. So we're gonna take a look at the normal, and probably for the rest of the thing, it is just gonna be up-res, and yeah. So this is what it looks like. Little guy. Okay, now we have the up-res. Alright, now we have the up-res of that one. So, I mean, really, it's just so we can get a better look at that. I mean, I can keep it here, but just go there. So first of all, I'm going to read off the apparent parts on the thing. That, again, the render is so low Q, this is what we're able to read. G01, QD11, TX19-Q, A04. Now, it's supposed to be over, but it looks like Karma, and I think Revolve Q, and then after it's Hunter Q, but it's probably Venture plus V. So maybe there's a box print error or whatever, because trying to actually match it to what it is, that's what we're able to see. Now, we're going to go into this thing, and I gotta say that, what happened? What happened? For starters, the armor is supposed to be 2, right? It's not even 9, because G01, as it's a thing, whatever. So, okay, we're gonna give the 2 possibilities. If it is actually 2, and it's not just a, well, first of all, let's go see the actual image, actually. You wanna know what? Even though it's low quality, I can still take it. That looks like 2. That looks like 2. I'm looking at a 2 quad drive. I'm like very confident that the armor is not right. And even then, that is definitely Karma, not Legacy. That is definitely not variable, just with the shape. So we aren't even getting the, okay, either way, looking visually, doesn't seem like the right parts. If we go with what the box said, not the right parts. So already starting off, the parts are not correct, okay? I'm already getting deja vu with World's Prison, right? So not only are the parts not correct, but visually, no. You know, it's actually funny because I did a video a long time ago trying to do a Photoshop prediction, and I was almost pretty spot on. Now, really the big... So, as we can see, I have Ultimate Valkyrie here on the table, and if we compare them both, right? The big thing to note, and even if I go on this one again, is that the contact points are rounded. Why? If you look at the actual original one, and again, there is no... You shouldn't compare it to the original Japanese product, whatever. If that's what is the original, if that's what the thing is based on, right? Does not matter, whatever. If years before they did it right, you know, we can't just say no now. So rounded off is already not a good thing. Like Guilty Quad Drive does not have that good of attack. Aside from no metal, the contact points really on it aren't that good. And unfortunately, our little friend here is going to also suffer quite a bit because of that same thing as well. No rubber, which I do think when you're designing a bay, right? And I've said this before, if these bays are designed with gimmicks, right? Gimmicks that were essentially like factored into this design, and you take that away, of course, the performance is going to suffer, right? And the one thing I do want to say, just to make it absolutely clear, because I always see this, oh, you don't compare, you only compare it to what it listened. I have done testings, small plug, but I have done testings on my other channel for Quad Drive, right? I have tried to make the effort to see how they do, and simply even within the isolated standards of Hasbro only, stuff doesn't really compare. And that's the unfortunate truth about Quad Drive, that even if you isolate the Hasbro only, they aren't meta. They aren't that good in performance. Now, of course, if we want to say, oh, well, for fun, okay, obviously, yeah, for fun, sure, whatever, but it's the unfortunate truth that that's how these bays have been on a decline. I feel QD has been the weakest because we're getting less and less from what they're actually giving. And, like, I'm not a fan, like, because what's going to happen is that when this thing releases, whatever, what are they going to say? Oh, well, actually, I can't wait for Ultimate Valkyrie Pro Series. Like, come on. Or, excuse me, Ultimate Valtryek Pro. They should just be doing this right from the get-go. And a point I want to make, and I think this is a pretty fair point. If a Pro Series Bay in the US costs about, like, $20-ish, and a Quad Drive 2-pack costs about, like, $20-ish, just cut off the 2-packs and just do the bays at whatever price that they're trying to go with. Because what's happening, and I know that they're doing this on purpose now, because I've done the video going over, it's deliberate at this point. It's that the bays purposely get sabotaged, so then after fans get desperate, they want to have the TAKARA TOMY gimmicks, whatever, so years later, or however long, they do a pro release, and then after they have the price high, whatever. So, regardless though, let's try to see any positives with the Valtryek. The most that we could possibly get out of this, the most is maybe the core has good slopes. That's really about it. And let's just say, maybe, honestly, I don't even, it's supposed to be stamina for the thing, so I don't really know. Maybe the performance tip has a good spring or something. Maybe it has Venture plus V or something like that, I have no idea. I think actually it is probably Venture plus V because the Decay Perseus 2-pack has Nexus plus S, so they would probably split it there. I could absolutely be wrong, and maybe it's something else, whatever. For full picks, whatever, or something like that, we either have to wait for the app to update, God knows when, or there is, if we somehow get more picks, but I don't expect Ragnar or this for a while. Either way, even if you look at it through the lens of Hasbro only, it's unfortunate. If you look in general, you get the idea. I just hope slopes are good at least, so it has something going for it. I do find it kind of hilarious in a way that this was designed with all this color, details, paint, whatever, to represent all the Valkyries that have ever been released. And then you get to the Hasbro one that is so muted in detail and appearance, it does not look like it is an authentic bay. It looks like something you would just see as like some parody or something, right? But let me know your thoughts in the comments, okay, you know? Oh, also, I have to mention this. Someone's gonna point it out. What's with the weird looking thing? Okay, I want to mention too, I almost forgot, that this render is a CG render. That is why the disc looks like it's clipping through the thing. So, is there any thing my father wants to leave off with? What are your thoughts on it?
I'm concerned.
He's concerned, okay. Anyways, I want to mention that we have a store where we have a pre-order for Xiphoid Excalibur and Gatling Dragon. We have a bundle that is the Ultimate Bundle that has some of the DB stuff there and the BU stuff there, all bundled together, whatever. It is an optional way to support the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of it? And yeah, hopefully QD ends off good, maybe? Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.